This is an audio essay meant to be consumed as a podcast. If you want to watch highly produced video essays, just go to my main channel, ADB. Thanks. So, Hamza. Phew. This guy has taken over the self-improvement genre in a year and is leading young men to a better side of manhood. But is he really a young man's only hope left? I'm gonna divide this essay into 3 parts. My love for Hamza, my hate for Hamza, and the last part would be my honest opinion on Hamza and his whole movement. So let's start with my love for Hamza. I found Hamza in the summer of 2021 when he was just a little boy on YouTube. I found his channel when he had only like 20k subscribers on YouTube. It's been over a year since I've discovered his content. I discovered him when he did not even have an editor. Now look at him, all grown up, working with almost a dozen of them. I've been watching a lot of self-improvement YouTubers over the years. You name them, I've seen them. But there was something about this guy that pulled me in, trust me. I've been watching YouTube for over a decade now, and I know when a creator is actually genuine or a cloud-chasing sociopath. I immediately felt that this guy is actually sincere. And I'm not even trying to flatter him. This guy spoke like as if I'm listening to a friend who has been in the same situation as me. And not just a YouTuber who is just listing all the 10 ways you could increase your productivity. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. I kind of saw myself in him. I actually did. Maybe because of having almost the same culture and skin color, having a massive ego, or being a guy who's done with these fake ass influencers on the internet. For me, Hamza was a breath of fresh air in the YouTube space. This was all before he made a cult or anything. A guy just speaking to his camera. Here's a picture of a comment I made on one of his videos. Look at this. I was so impressed with this guy and his authentic nature that I kind of wanted to gatekeep him because I know what happens to YouTubers when they get fame. I genuinely believe that this guy is going to guide other young men into the right direction and wake them up. Hamza wasn't scared to share his dark phases and else he took during his journey to become the man he is right now. And I was very glad to see that. It clearly gave him much more credibility as an influencer. Because most of these influencers on the internet try to paint a perfect picture of themselves and then try to tell the viewers, top 10 hacks for a better physique. Shut the fuck up, bro. Like, shut the fuck up. Then he hired an editor, Sam, and his videos became more frequent and better produced. I was really happy to see him progress, not gonna lie, because he deserved it as much as any other self-help creator I've seen on the internet. He started posting twice a week, so I had more knowledge and advice from him to get in. It was a win-win for me and Hamza both. Then he hired another editor, Leon, and started posting on alternate days, as far as I remember. His content started to change a little with those 4chan style edited videos, but he still managed to bring value eventually. Later around in October, he put out a post for hiring a third editor. When I saw that post at like 2 am, I got really excited because this was my chance to work with him closely and make some money while doing it. At that time, his videos weren't overly edited, they just had that 4chan meme editing here and there. So I applied. I spent the next 3-4 days editing the video he put out for the third editor post. It was also the time of Diwali and when my friend was leaving for Germany. I stayed in my room, cancelled all my plans and didn't celebrate anything and just edited the video I wanted to send for his contest. And I did. I thought to myself, yup, this is it. My life is about to change. I'm going to be working as an editor to make money in pounds and also focus on my channel by the side. This is perfect. And then poof. All my dreams vanished as I saw that I didn't win. I was like, okay, whoever won the contest deserved it. He did a better job than me and I can't even complain about it. It is what it is. I didn't take it personally because in the end of the day, there's always going to be someone better than you at a contest and it's fine. Whatever. I still watch Hamza, but now not as often as I used to. Because I started to notice that the advice he is giving is somewhat getting repetitive and the videos are becoming overly edited with these 4chan meme style a lot. I actually felt relieved on the side because I would have not been able to edit such high quality meme style videos for him. That's not my style of editing at all. Although, I still kept an eye on Hamza's channel to see his growth and his growth was phenomenal. I was happy for him, but somewhere in the back of my head, I started to get envious of him. Maybe it was because I didn't win the contest, that's why, or maybe he was changing his style of his videos that got irritating to watch, to be honest. I think it's pretty natural that when your favorite underdog artist becomes popular and starts to change his style for the mass appeal, you do start to get a little bitchy about it, don't you? Now this brings me to the part 2 of the essay, my hate for Hamza. Hamza then introduced that he is starting a cult. Now this is where my disagreement and hate for Hamza began. Go search the meaning of a cult. Wait, let me put it on the screen for you. Look, I admired Hamza for what he was doing, but now making a cult out of it was him legit asking his viewers to fucking worship him. Even if he didn't ask to be worshipped, he was literally projecting himself as Adonis, who should be worshipped or idolized. This is what I saw at that moment. Even when I checked his Discord server, it was named Hamza's Cult. Jesus Christ, what is this guy on about? I'm not worshipping no guy who is just a year older than me. The only person I look up to is my ideal self from 10 years in future. And you should do that too. Why are you as a man a member of a cult, worshipping a 24-year-old dude? Are you really a man at this point or a sheep in a herd? So anyway, back to the essay. As the day keeps on progressing, Hamza started to hire more and more editors to push out content on a daily basis. His videos became so overly edited that you couldn't even feel his personality seeping through his videos like it used to. It's like, am I watching the same guy I was watching in 2021? He even hired thumbnail editors and his channel started to look like memes. He also hired an editor to edit reels for his Instagram page, and that editor legit used to make fan edit style reels for him. I'm like, this guy's ego is going through the roof at this point. Screw this guy. Like, why did you make videos on fucking dopamine detox earlier and now posting reels on Instagram for people to keep coming back to that shit app, even if it's to consume your content? You're literally contradicting yourself at this point. Your content has shaped in such a way now that the only thing you want is to grab people's attention. Seriously, Hamza. This is where I started to brainstorm some ideas to make a somewhat hate video essay on him, or maybe a video criticizing him. I really wanted to make that. I watched Fight Club twice so I can contradict his cult to the cult Tyler Durden was running in the film. And it was all making sense to me. It was all falling into the right place. But I had to consume his videos too so I can actually support my statements with a legit narrative. This is where I landed on his second channel, Hamza Unfiltered. I watched videos on that channel for 3 days straight, and all the hate and anger that was riled up inside of me for that video I was working on just fucking vanished. I thought to myself, I can't make a hate video on this guy. This is where the old Hamza resides. He is still the same guy with same morals. He even made a video saying that you should stop watching his main channel videos, and another video saying that he will start making his main channel videos like he used to, because him and his editors are not enjoying the videos that they are working on and putting out. It's like my stone cold heart for Hamza just fucking melted. Fuck. Now what? Now this brings me to the last part. My honest opinion on Hamza and his movement. See, I still wanted to make this essay I've been working on for days because I still believe in the concept of cult. I think cults are a bad thing and it's just a group of people idolizing someone superior than them. I don't believe in that shit, and neither do I believe in herd or mob mentality. The only person I believe is in myself. That's it. And you all should do that too. But I can't make an essay blaming it on Hamza. He's probably the only guy on this platform who's genuinely trying to help young men and make them better instead of turning them into hateful men. What's Hamza's biggest mistake? He called his community a cult. And if you have seen Fight Club, you know what these masculinity cults end up like. If you idolize that film, then you don't understand that film at all. It starts as a good motive, but being in a cult is what kills your critical thinking as an individual. I won't elaborate further. You can go watch my essay on the main channel. I'll post the link in pinned comment down below. It's a really good video, trust me. Anyway, back to the essay. Hamza's fault was that he called it a cult. That's why he might be taking the blame for all these red pill men, because he is the only guy who called it a cult openly, even though his movement is leading men in a positive way. If any of the Hamza's viewer, or maybe Hamza himself, is listening to this, I must ask you, why call it a cult? Why not Hamza's Brotherhood? It's more positive. People don't feel like they are joining in to idolize a guy, but joining into a brotherhood of supportive young men who wants to get better. It feels like everyone is equal there. If we can still change it to brotherhood from cult, then I think all his viewers would love that even more. I've seen Hamza agree to his mistakes after making bad decisions. This is a good sign of a leader, to be really honest. A good leader corrects his mistakes. I saw him say it in one of his unfiltered videos that he is the only one on YouTube who can actually lead men on the right path. And after my experience with him as a viewer, with all the ups and downs, love and hate, I have to say, I think he can. I recently saw that Hamza deleted his Instagram and was banned for making a video against them. I've also noticed that his videos have gone back to the old style. A little bit of those meme style 4chan editing in the beginning, and then rest of it just a guy talking to his camera. Hamza knows how to talk to a camera. That guy really knows. He has mastered the art of talking to the camera at this point. I've also realized that the reason he has to post daily is because he has a team of people who works with him that needs to get paid. And to be really honest with you guys, I respect that about him. Because if I was growing up on YouTube, I would probably take some time to chill off. But I admire his dedication and the momentum that he has built. That's a good sign of a leader and a hardworking guy who wants to succeed. And this inspires me a lot as a creator myself. If you are a young man who watches Hamza or is in his cult, I think you are in the right hands. There are so many creators and influencers out there, and the fact that out of all of them you chose to be in this guy's community is a sign that you will eventually win in the marathon of life. I can assure you that. Or am I giving him too much credit? As for me, Hamza, I might not join your cult, but I'll be coming over to your channel to watch your videos here and there whenever I feel lost. And if you are listening to this, God bless you, bro. Cheers, fellas. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.